Good morning, everybody. I am ready for the webinar we have planned for today, and it seems that we only have one person connected. It's possibly me. Okay, so I was just checking that everything was working, and this will be available as a recording at the end of the transmission. So now I see you are all connected to the Etherpad, or at least there's 6 people beyond me connected there. And if you could click on the top right corner of the shared document, you would see an icon with the number 7 on it and the icon of some users. From there, you can see the list of participants and put a name on your own. And then from the bottom right corner, you can open up a chat. We can use it. Okay, we have Katarina connected to the Etherpad, but I don't see watchers listed on the YouTube video. So possibly you haven't had a chance to connect yet. We will work on 3 separate windows. Okay, hello Miriam, I see you're online too. And so the document I shared with you, the one on the Etherpad platform, is something editable by the whole group. We won't need a lot of editing, but you can comment using the chat there or directly in the document. Oh, okay. So I'll check the video. There seems to be some No, it seems okay. Okay. Okay, there seems to be some problems with the video. So I'll check out. Okay. Seems now you are seeing me. Okay, okay. I had to switch it to public in order to you to be able to see me. Okay, hello everybody. I see people writing there. So I invite you to put your name. If you click on the top right corner of the Etherpad document, I see Kate now and Miriam as well. You don't have a name. If you click there, you can see there's a color box where you can actually also choose which color you wish to use. And you can put your name there. So I can see who you are when you write into the chat. If you don't see the YouTube stream, you should refresh. Well, but if you don't see it, you can't hear me now. Okay, just a few seconds of setup and we should be okay to go. Okay. I see Kate has changed their name and color, possibly. No, only the name. So hello, everybody. In a few seconds, we will start as soon as we are sure that everybody can see the video stream. I see 3 watchers now connected, 4 watchers. Okay. Yes, Katarina, it works. Okay. So as soon as I close, as I will close this live streaming, you will be able to see it again from the beginning in a few minutes from the same exact YouTube address. So it will stay forever there in order for you to have a reference about the things I'm going to tell you. Okay, we have Miriam who changed their color too, and okay. Just to repeat what I was telling before, the pad, besides giving you a chat to write in real time, it also gives you the possibility to actually edit the pad, and it will bring the color you are using, you're seeing now in the chat. So if you want to have a try at it, it's okay. Okay, now I can see the streaming on my iPad too, so fine. Okay. I see Jill has been writing to me 1 second ago. Okay, for those of you that can actually see the stream but can't open the other link, it is possible that it is blocked by your Wi-Fi network if you are on a university Wi-Fi, because it uses a non-regular port. In that case, you will be able to watch the stream, but you will also need another link. It's pointing to the Moodle demo I already showed you in the last months, which I tidied up for today. So I will just answer one of your email messages and then I will be ready to go. Okay, I see 7 watchers now. Okay. Okay, it works for Mareike too. So welcome everybody. I'm just checking out people that wrote to me that they had problems in connecting. Okay, so I answered Jill too, and we should be ready to go. If you could please tell me via the Etherpad chat that you are ready, that you can hear me fine, and you have no more troubles, I will then start. Otherwise, I will try and solve the last few issues. Okay? If you could please write "I'm ready" in the chat box, that would be fine. I am also checking my emails so that if anybody has problems there, I can try and fix them. Jerome is ready, Miriam is ready. Okay. Okay, so I'll start by first sharing my screen with you so you can see what I see and you can have a clear reference to what I'm actually doing. Please let me know if it is understandable or if the screen resolution is too high and you can't read on the screen. This is my email. And this is the web page we will be mainly referring to during this webinar. I will keep an eye on the chat, so if you want to ask a question, please do that through the chat you have on the right of my screen. You can see what I see. And okay, we see Julian and Mareike can't access the chat, but they can. Okay, just the last one. So. Okay, Mareike is here as well. Okay, so possibly Julianne is on her way too. But the important thing is to the Moodle page. So I will resend it to everybody in case you can't access the document. Sorry. Unnamed that says me too. Okay, Julian can hear me, and the other unnamed, we will see who it is. Okay, so we'll start now. We have already lost someone to make it too long for you. So on the Moodle page, I have linked the pad shared document, or webinar too, okay? You will be able to see this July 2018 webinar, and it is a course I have you all subscribed to as teachers, and I have also put instructions in the Etherpad document for you to access it as a generic teacher if you don't have an account working on this platform. So if you click on it, I will show you the whole procedure. Okay. So if you take this link and follow it, you will be presented with a login page. In my case, I'm using my own account. You should already have one. I gave you some months ago. This is the same exact platform I have been using for testing since January. I now switched back to the default theme, and I'm going to explain why. But the important thing is that you log in, and then you should be able to see this page. If you can please confirm that you're able to do so in the chat, that would be great. In the meantime, I can tell you that last week, exactly 1 week ago, I had a technical meeting with the developers, and we decided many, again, very technical matters about the development of the platform. So they are now going to step 2 of the creation of the final Moodle template. So the one you saw in here in Italy, if you were here a couple of weeks ago, that template, the one with the hexagons and the bee, was the first stub, the first working mockup. Now they are going to the definitive version, and it will be based on the default Moodle theme technically. So I started from here, and I will be able to implement their changes gradually as long as they come out. So for today, we are going to use a Moodle install that has its very default graphic theme, so we can't get distracted by other things. And so it's very stable, and all the features are supposed to work, even though they don't look like they will in the final platform. But I think that by the end of the month, we will have a re-implementation of the graphics you have already seen also on this platform. So the agenda for today is that we are first going through some general Moodle features. I prepared some sample activities that you can play with it. So Jerome is asking me to forward him the ID and password. Jerome, you can use this teacher generic username to access it. It's not a problem if more than one person uses the same account at the same time. So, or at least it shouldn't be a problem. The only problem is we won't see exactly who is doing what, but it will be fine for this session, and it will stay for the future. So, first of all, you can see that this page I am now running through on my screen is divided into sessions that present themselves as vertically on the same page, and they are progressively addressing the various topics. It is probably already something you already know, that Moodle can host various kinds of activities. First thing, we have to learn to discern in the terminology what is an activity in the original Moodle language, which is not exactly what we intend as an activity in the ISOTIS project. The first important thing to know is that here, where there is this gear at the top right of the page, you can select the second item in this menu that says Turn Editing On, which will refresh the page and show you some more icons. It allows you to change, for example, the name of an activity. can do so by clicking on the pencil icon, editing the name, and then hitting enter on your keyboard. Try doing that with another activity, and then I will refresh the page. We will see the various changes you're doing. So I can check if you're actually following me or not. If you have problems, please write into the chat box. Can you try editing one of the activity names? If different people change the same item, well, the last edit stays. I am not seeing edits now. Edited. Okay, here we have someone that edited this sample assignment online text item. So this was just to show you the difference between seeing the course and actually editing it. If I now turn editing off from the gear menu on the top right, I am, well, seeing now that the sample assignment online text has changed again. So you are working on it. Okay, there is the wow here that tells me that we have changed the names. So we are fine. Stop changing the names now. I'll revert back to the default. Okay. So we are now all editing the same course. And you can also see that when I switch on the editing mode, I have this link that says add an activity or a resource, which allows me to choose from a huge list of different kinds of resources that are predefined in Moodle. And I can, for example, create another forum just by selecting the forum item and hitting add at the bottom of this menu. Then I will have only one required field, that is the forum name. And then it will have, okay, if you have the page in Italian, you can go to this top menu on the very top of the screen. It's English, it's Italiano, and then change it to English or whatever. We have various language packs already loaded. Okay, Pinar, let me know if you can do that. Okay, reverting back to what I was saying, I just entered the only red marked field, which is the only mandatory one. And now I will hit save and return to course. And you will see my just another forum, the forum I just added, is at the bottom of the list of this first section that is called native Moodle features. You got it? Is it clear? So I simply added another activity, which in this case is a forum, and then we will learn how to add all the others and what is important to know about the other kind of activities. Okay, I'll go one step back as Katarina is asking me now. You see this link that says add an activity or resource. I will, let's check if I can use interactive whiteboard tool. So oh. Just a moment. Okay, I wanted to highlight the things on the screen, but the software I normally use is not working now, so we'll go this way. So basically, yes, when you have the editing mode turned on, now it says turn editing off, so I am actually in editing mode. I see this link, add an activity or resource, and this is at the bottom of each area, each section of the course. So if I do it here, add, for example, a module, and I give it a title like, well, chat or sample chat. I will end up having in the audio and video text areas section, which is the second part of this webinar. You got it? Is it clear? So every time I hit this, okay, I see Jill is testing. Okay, every time I hit this add an activity or resource, it will allow me to add something to that specific session of the course, which in the final platform will be on separate pages. So each section will be visible as a separate page and not as a whole long vertical page, okay? As in the demo we did here in Italy a couple of weeks ago. So if you will try and add some other random activities. Test from Utrecht, okay. I see the Utrecht people are active too. And okay, this is fine. So you will be able to go back to this course whenever you wish and experiment as a sandbox with the various kind of activities we're going to see today. Okay. And now cleaning up a bit, and then I will leave the rest for demonstration purpose. So I wanted to show you, well, what we added by now were just forums or chats, and you can see in this list they are labeled activities. So for Moodle, an activity is everything that requires action from the people that will be presented with it. If you scroll down these resources in Moodle are much more like something you can consult, you can download, or you can read about, but that's more something a teacher puts in a course in order to students, in order to give students the possibility to learn about something. So basically we will use resources in the course where we will need to upload something, as we showed you, so in these initial parts. And then we will use activities for the actual, well, activities that we call experiences in our jargon. So I understand that it could feel like it's a mess of terms, but I will try and clarify them with something like a scheme very soon. We are also preparing the minutes of the Italian meeting, so this final video will end up in the minutes, so we'll have the possibility to clarify. So you can basically add an activity or a resource through this same link, and you will be also later. Okay, I see something in languages I don't understand now, so I see you are engaged. Jerome is asking in the chat if there are videos, is it here that we can upload them? We will see that in a minute, okay? But, well, the shorts, I will show you the video feature, but the general possibility to upload a video. Okay, it is, right now, it's not there is no specific activity that is called video upload, but we can make it so that it's easier to do so. So let's start seeing, we are now at this point, more or less, the forums. I put into the agenda forums, specific types and possible uses. When you create a forum in Moodle, as I said, you only have the requirement to put a name on it, but you can also change the way the forum. If you, well, now you can also turn editing off for clarity. So you see something that is more, which is nearer to what a student can see. So if you hit forum in default mode here, you will be able to see that this forum has this discussion topic, the starter user, who did, which is the same person at this time, and the number of replies. If you enter this discussion, put in like this. This is very, very basic shit, and helps us being aligned on what we need to know. Okay. So if you can reply to this forum. Okay, Moodle has this feature that whenever somebody posts something to a forum, it puts the post into a 30 minutes period. And after these 30 minutes, the post goes online, and you hopefully get a notification if you already signed up for this forum, if you at least wrote, at least one same discussion, you will get an email notification. You can see there, it says subscribe to all the forums you participate in. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to read that there's some audio issues. It is weird because I am on a cable connection. I'll try and check if everything is set up correctly, but I don't see it. Okay. Please let me know if you have other trouble with audio. So I was telling you that whenever I post something to a forum, I have, well, my post waits for going live unless you specify, and you can do that selecting a specific option about that. So this is an immediate post. And you can see before going to the bottom of the screen and hitting post to forum, you can post with no editing time delay. So this live on post to forum. Okay. Well, I also possibly this is only affecting the notifications. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So we are doing fine with the forum. Okay. So these 30 minutes, if you I mean, this is useful if you write your post and then spot a typo or something that is otherwise incorrect before people get a notification in their email if you correct something, the final email that gets to your other users' mailboxes will be corrected. Okay, so I'm answering Katerina's question. Okay. Jerome is writing to me that audio is fine, but the video quality is not fine, but I don't have options to check it. Possibly the recording will be perfect with no interruptions and no glitches. And so I'm sorry if there's something you will be able to catch up later on the recording, okay? I'm sorry to read that audio goes on and off. I'll connect my headphones to the charger so we can exclude that it's a charging problem, okay? Okay. I will try and make and free up some space on my computer because I am receiving messages. My hard drive that is almost full. So just 30 seconds and I will be, if my computer can make it.